Hi guys, it's Luke from Luke's Mushrooms. We have Friday the 13th of October 2023. I'm in Slovakia and in this video I will show you mushrooms that I was able to find today and other days from this week. Let's start. In autumn it's good to have a look also on meadows, just not far from some trees. This is exactly the same spot as 1 year ago in September, where I had some beautiful finds of Boletus edulis. And look at this one. It looks amazing. Next to it there is one even bigger one. Not sure if all of it will be usable, but it looks pretty decent actually. And I broke the stem, which is a bit pity. But at the end I can see that it's probably not wormy, which is great. So here they are. And same as me, you must be curious if these guys are healthy, so let's check them. There is something suspicious in the stem of this guy. But up from here it's completely clear, so the head will be usable. How about the big one? Yeah, this one looks even better, so actually not bad. And maybe 5 meters further from the previous find there is this younger, very well looking one. This is an autumn cep as I imagine it. Beautiful. I'm on a meadow with some aspens, and this is the mushroom species that I used to find here. And of course it's a find that I hoped for. Looks quite good. And not far from here we have one more, a little bit bigger. So, two nice aspen boletes. Maybe you can see it, maybe not yet. Here is a nice and quite a big one. Very well shaped. Then here is a very tiny one with a nice little slug on top. An older one here, which is quite flat, but still should be good after I put the bugs down. They like to be on these mushrooms, at least at this location. And we will continue because we have more. I found many of them, and even if I found them once, it's difficult to find them again. So far we have these three. Four. Five. They hold very well in the soil. Right behind me there is another smaller one. I almost broke the hat from it. And there were a few more down here. I'm wondering if I will be able to find them, because it's very easy to lose them, especially when you look at the colorful leaves. They are camouflaged quite well. I think here is a new one which I didn't see before. So a beautiful surprise. One more is here. So we have three more. I'm looking around because I believe there was even one more, but I don't believe I can find it quickly now. So I will bring these three to the others, and then I will maybe try to find what I forgot. So if I arrange it a little bit nicer. Beautiful find, 8 pieces from here. So here is the one which I almost forgot, and it would really be pity because this one looks perfect. Probably the nicest so far. And let's put it to the others. So if I count correctly, we have 9 of them from here. And it's still very few meters from the previous 2. Still basically the same meadow on the edge of this forest. And for a change we have amazingly huge chanterelle here. Probably amethyst chanterelle. So another great find. It's already getting dark, but this bright orange hut was basically impossible to not see. Another of their traditional spots. And it's a bit damaged by slugs, but still looks awesome. I believe this will be one of my last mushrooms in the basket for today, because I will soon need to go home. So this is how it looks like in the basket so far. Mostly Scaber stalks, some huge golden chanterelles, or probably amethyst chanterelles, and cep. Here we have amazing place with many beautiful ceps. For example, here I have, I think 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from these I want to take this one, which doesn't look too old. Not all of them look fresh, so I will not take all, just those that I consider good looking. So I take 2 from here and let's continue up. Here are 2 tiny ones which I will leave here for someone else, but they look really nice. 2 big ones for me. I'm taking these twins. They look great. So that's 4 for me. Here is one more which I don't like so much. I didn't, but it's very firm, so actually I decided to take it. And it's 2 of them, and there is a little one. And this one should be good also. This one is probably the freshest from all of them. So I think we have 7 pieces which I'm taking. Time to clean at least some of them. So let's start with this one. This one is healthy, great. How about these 2? Except of these yellow parts, which I always cut out. It seems that they are healthy. I think there are some worms in the right one, but anyway, most of it should be usable. And I think the others will be the same condition. In this beautiful beech forest, no surprise to find some Scarletina boletes. I like how they are growing in the moss here. And they look really good, very good shape. This one is a bit older, the second one is younger, but they both look very good actually. Further finds from here. A nice step. Quite small, but it's quite old too. However, this one looks basically ideal and very fresh. So beautiful too. Steps. Here is a beautiful and very rare mushroom which likes to grow on beech wood, if I'm not wrong. I think the Latin name is Hericium coralloides because it resembles corals from the sea. So I took some pictures of this mushroom. And of course we also have something else here. This is a cep that I picked previously. Here is a beautiful new one. So we have two. Then here is a very tiny one, which I will not take, of course. I will let it grow for someone else. This is a smaller one which I will take. And here is one more, but I think this one is too old, so it will stay here. Here is this beautiful fly agaric. And maybe 2 meters from it is a weirdly shaped but good looking Boletus edulis. Again in the moss. Quite nice. Shame on me. Very close. Another one. So we have two guys. Another fresh one. Bit damaged again, but I really like how it looks and the colors. More mushrooms here. Seems like Boletus edulis. This one will stay here, it's quite old. Then this one is too young. But there is a third one, which looks good to take. So, another one. Another beautiful fly agaric. And as it is quite common, especially today, near fly agarics we have something else. A beautiful huge cep. Let's check the health. Very wormy. But the head will be clean. The hill is very steep. And the mushrooms are very nice here. Nice one. One more amazing find. Most of them today are a bit older. You can say that because of the greenish color of the bottom of the head. But as far as they are healthy, it's no problem. Dulceps. Something very special here. This is Boletus pinophilus, the pine bolete. It's one of 4 true boletes that we have in Slovakia. Quite similar to Boletus edulis, for example. So here you can compare it. The hat color, Boletus pinophilus and Boletus edulis. One more pine bolete, Boletus pinophilus, a beautiful one. A bit damaged, but still such a beautiful mushroom. And some more. I took some pictures of them. Amazing find. Found by my friend, actually. One more beautiful mushroom. This time it is Boletus edulis. A beautiful, young and fresh one. Some more pine boletes. And here is a very little one. This one is beautiful, again found by my friend. Here we have mostly pines, beeches and oaks. All of those are trees where pine boletes like to grow near. And here is a beautiful pine bolete. So far most of them were found by my friend, but these two are found by myself only, which I'm very happy for. Not the best shape, but still, Boletus pinophilus is quite rare mushroom for me, and I'm happy for any find of these guys. The biggest pinophilus today. It's visibly older one, but maybe still usable. Already going home. with the basket reorganized to look good on pictures also. We have ceps and pine boletes. And this guy came too our way. Very firm and looks very smooth. So another cep to the full basket already. Here I have amazing find, not for my basket, but for my memory card in my camera. Beautiful blue mushrooms. It's getting dark and very windy, so I decided to go home through this meadow, and I found something. This beautiful red hat looks like Leccinum aurantiacum, red-capped Scaber stalk, and it looks amazing. So a little bit similar story like yesterday. That means there is not just one. Let's see how many I can find on my way during these few meters here. There is another one, but this one is pretty old. Seems to be the same species, but I will let it be to spread some spores. And here is another beautiful fresh red one. Which also looks amazing. So we have two of them here. And this is the last one I saw here, and should be also good to take. This one is a bit older but still looking good, so 3 nice guys from this place. So guys, we are back to Friday, and this is the end result of my basket. As you can see, there are mostly ceps, and on the bottom there are also a few Scarletina boletes. So I think quite a nice find for today and also the other days. So I hope you liked this video. If yes, then please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. Check the links in the description, or you can also check my Twitter, Instagram or Facebook. So thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.